Welcome, my political friends of the interwebs. Well, we are going to clean the Sig Sauer P229 with the 22 conversion kit, which, by the way, almost never leaves this gun anymore. I got to be honest with you, that was one of the better things I ever did, was spend the money on that. Although I do enjoy shooting the big boys now and again. That's just getting cost prohibitive. I went to Dick's Sporting Goods the other day to try to pick up some CCI mini mag. They were out. They were out of everything. Just about out of everything. Go figure. Listen, things have been getting just a little crazy lately. It's kind of sad, to be honest with you. Just in the last even week, I don't know how many messages I got from people that were asking me, about this crazy Canadian that was telling all the Americans to turn in their firearms. And then I went to see the link to this crazy Canadian, and it was Scotty, Gun Geek. I only laugh because I got the joke. I've known Scott forever. Years and years and years. And I'm the first one to tell you that Gun Geek is very pro-gun, and it was a joke. it was a Canadian. Listen, Canadians got a little goofy sense of humor. I think it has something to do with all the copious amounts of alcohol that they consume on a fairly regular basis. But anyway, so then I'm putting that fire out because I'm telling all these people, look, no, you don't understand. Scotty's a cool dude. He's good people. And anyway, I've got to try to make some smaller patches, which is not that difficult to do. So if you ever want to do this, well, I guess I probably could do it in camera range. Just take bigger patches and cut them into fourths. I got a whole bunch of little patches for my 22. So anyway, yeah, and then James Yeager started flapping his lips, and a lot of my friends are friends with him. And I don't say that I'm not friends with him, and I'm not even saying that I don't agree with him. It's just that, for fuck's sake, use your head, dude. Seriously? But Yeager has been known, and I will tell you, even on some of the things he has been known to run his sock when he shouldn't, or in a way that he shouldn't. But do I agree with the premise of what Yeager had to say? Absolutely. Absolutely. Who was it? Nathan Hale that said, "My only regret is that I have but one life to give for my country." People can only be pushed so far. Literally, people can only be pushed so far. But I'm not gonna, enough said at this point, as far as I'm concerned. I'm still in the phase of calling my congressman, not to the hell. Listen, anyway, it doesn't help. It doesn't help. But I do it anyway. I do it anyway. I think that it might be important for us to be a little more strategic about things. But listen, Obama, I'm pretty confident, and I may be wrong, but I doubt it. I'm pretty confident that Obama is going to use executive orders to reinstate a huge portion of the old Clinton-era assault weapons ban plus magazine bans. There may be restrictions on caliber size. Those people who have the 50 cals, I think you're screwed. I'm talking to 50 BMGs. I think that you're going to see executive orders like that come down. Now, whether or not they can be fought at the Supreme Court level, I don't have any faith in the Supreme Court after the Obamacare ruling. I never seen such a pathetic ruling in my life, something that was so clearly unconstitutional, but yet was deemed A-OK. It was a tax, and they have the right to tax, even though that was what they said. They always said it wasn't a tax. Listen, the Supreme Court is unreliable when it comes to making decisions based on anything constitutional. I really do believe that. Anything constitutional, they're just not capable. That's my opinion. So, yeah. Here's kind of my point to this whole thing, though. I typically don't have a real point, but we're going to be more strategic in the sense that Biden wants to be president. He does. He's got a huge ego. He's a freaking retard, but he's got a huge ego. He wants to be president. Maybe that helps us because he's an ideologue, so probably doesn't. But there are other people in the Senate, especially, who would like to think of themselves as presidential material. Although most of them aren't, but, whatever. The fact that they're, liberal nut jobs disqualifies them, in my opinion. But here's my point. We need to start singling those people out. And it's cool that everybody is calling their congressmen and senators. That's awesome. But what needs to happen is there needs to be a hit list. And now a hit list in a metaphorical sense. So don't get crazy on me. Okay, but there needs to be a hit list of people who we believe may want to be president someday. And trust me, these people think about that. From the time they become senators, you remember, there's just so few senators in comparison to congressmen. Senators literally all do think of themselves as something very special. Although most of them are idiots. Harry Reid, ring a bell? So here's the thing. If they think they might be running for president, we might be able to get them to put some pressure on Barack Obama to not do any bullshit with executive orders. I mean, I know it's a wishful thinking on my part, but it's what we got. So I guess somebody needs to compile a list. Somebody a lot smarter than me needs to compile a list, and mostly Democrats or lefter-leaning or moderate Republicans, and just make it like a concerted effort. These are the people who will never, ever, ever get to become president if they allow Barack Obama to do the bullshit that he's lining up to do. Now, some people may say, well, how do you know he's lining up to do anything? He hasn't really done it. Well, trust me, just what? You'll see. You'll see. You will see. Yep. Anybody who's got magazines over capacity of 10, we'll be lucky to have 10-round magazines. Because wait, do you see, the Wild West was one with 6 shooters. There ain't no reason why they can't get along with just 6 shooters. I mean, gun confiscation. God only knows. See, that's the thing. God only knows what kind of nonsense Barack Obama is going to pull. And for those of you who don't think that he's capable of doing something like this, let me tell you something. I watched that man and his administration put tens of thousands of coal miners out of work, and he never lost a minute's sleep over it. Ever. Not 1 minute sleep over it. So, look, here's a guy that's capable of doing all kinds of things. I don't care what anybody says. Anyway, you know what I just noticed? God, I'm such an idiot. I'm almost out of battery life on this camera, and I'm out in the garage. My power cord is in the house, and I don't feel like stopping and then re-on all that crap. So I'm just going to leave it at that. I did want to say, though, that Scotty, as a.k.a. Gun Geek, is a very cool dude, and was making a funny. Some people I know right now, a lot of people don't have a sense of humor. And I kind of get that, because my sense of humor's done left a long time ago as well. But I will tell you, just from experience of knowing Scott for years and years and years, he's a Canadian, but he's awesome. He's a cool dude. He loves guns. He has real assault weapons. Yeah, I know. Canadian with real assault weapons. He has weapons that were actually designed for the battlefield as they were, and that's exactly what he's got. Unbastardized, unadulterated assault weapons. He actually does. So, yeah, unlike the civilian version of the military weapons that we're allowed to buy, he actually has weapons that were designed for the battlefield and used in war. So, Scott's a cool dude. Yeah, Scott's a cool dude. Just kind of, I know everybody's on edge right now. For my liberal friends that voted for Obama, I got a video coming up for you. Got a video coming up for you. I just, I don't know. Anyway, listen, everybody. Take care. Hope for the best. Hunker down. We'll see what happens. Next week's going to be a big week. Hopefully I'm wrong. I was wrong about other things in the past. Clearly I was wrong about, Obama's chances of stealing the election. Getting reelected. So maybe I'm wrong about this. Maybe my liberal friends will have the last laugh, and in the end, Obama will not do any executive orders, and in the end, Feinstein's liberal wet dream won't get passed through. So who knows? Who knows? Maybe Obama will shock the shit out of me, but I doubt it. So anyway, listen, everybody, take care. See ya!